Hello friends, in this video we'll be looking into this pod question of ONP. Yeah, ONP, in which we'll be given an expression something like this, uh, and we have to convert it into RPN form. So before we go into more depth of the question and how to solve it, we'll quickly look into what an RPN notation is. So RPN notation is a way of expressing arithmetic expressions that avoids the use of brackets to define priorities for evaluation of operators. Okay, so in normal scenarios, we would have written an expression like this, which means we first do an operation over 3 and 5, we do an operation over 7 and 2, and this multiplication operation is done over the result of 5 plus 3, which is 8, and 7 minus 2, 5. So the result is 40 actually here. So yeah, so the way to do this operation was, we would have done something like 8 into 5, which is 40. Okay, so RPN notation essentially tries to get rid of this particular bracket convention, and we'll quickly look into how RPN notation solves a mathematical expression. Okay, so this is what we do. We take a stack. I'll quickly make a stack. I'm sorry for bad these bad lines. Okay, so we first push 3 into stack. We then push 5 into stack, and then we get this plus. The moment we get an operation, we pop two elements because these operations are binary. These operations require two elements. We'll pop two elements, the top two elements from the stack, and we'll apply the operation to it. So we'll apply 5 plus 3, which is equals to 8, and we'll push this new number into the stack. So our stack is looking like this, till we have processed 3 plus 5, 3, 5 and plus. Now we again get a number, so we push this number 7. We again get a number, so we push this number 2, and now we get an operation. So we pop 2, we pop 7 and apply the operation 7 minus 2 equals to 5, and push this particular number into the stack, so that the stack starts looking something like this: 8, um, 5. Okay, so now we get this operation of multiplication, so we do not do anything in the stack. We do not push this operation into the stack, rather we pop the first two elements, that is 5, and apply this multiplication over the first two elements from the stack, so we get a result of 40. So essentially this is how this RPN notation works. So we'll now go to the question, and we'll see what question needs, and we'll try to solve it. Okay, so yeah, let's go here. Now it says that, given an algebraic expression with brackets, transform the algebraic expression with brackets into RPN form. Okay, so let us try to see what we need to do. What we need to do to solve this first expression. So now we know this one thing: whenever an operation is received in RPN form, we pop the first two element from the stack, and then we apply the operation onto it. Okay, let's see. So let's make a stack here again. Again, my lines are very poor. I'm using this um, pen tablet to draw these images here, and I'm not a great expert at it, so probably in few videos I'll start making better lines. Yeah, so okay, so let's take this example here. So it says bracket open. Okay, let's see. We open the bracket. Okay, and now there is this. So A, will take this A to Z as numbers for us. So we get this number. So we will keep this character with here with us. The moment we get an operation, okay, we'll push it into the stack. See, okay, so and this is supposed to be a string that I am creating. and every time I get a number or something like that, I will simply keep on appending it to the number. Now we again receive an opening bracket, so I'll push it to the stack, and I get this character B, so I'll append it to the string, and then I get an operation, so I'll push it to the stack, and then I get this character, so I'll push it to the string. Now I get this closing bracket. The moment I get this closing bracket, I know that there is a binary operation that I have to do. There will be two characters over which an operation needs to be done. So we'll pop this operation here to the string, and we'll also pop this opening matching bracket. Okay, now we get this last closing bracket, so we'll also pop this last closing brackets operation into the string, and we'll pop this opening bracket, which is the matching bracket, and we'll simply say that and now since there are no further characters into the string, we'll say our answer is a b c multiplication and plus sign, which is also the answer of the exam. Let's take a little complex one, wherein let's take the last one actually. So let's see how to solve it. I'll try to make better lines this time. Let's see. Okay, so okay, so yeah. Okay. Okay, so first we get this opening bracket. So we push into the stack, we get this opening bracket. We push into the stack, we get a character. So we write it here. Then we get an operation, we push into the stack, we get a character, so we write it here, and then we get the closing bracket. So we pop this guy and we pop this guy while and we append this operation plus here. Similarly, we get a star, so these two cease to exist. Now we get a star, so we pop it into this, push it into the stack. We get an opening bracket, we push it into the stack. We again get opening bracket, we push it into the stack, and we get a character. So we write the character here. Now we get an operation again, so we push it into the stack. We get a opening bracket, so let me just extend it a bit. We get an opening bracket, so we push it into the stack. We get a, and we get an operation plus, so and then we get c. Now at this point I receive a closing bracket, so I'll pop this guy and pop this guy while I'll add the operation here, so I'll add a plus here, and then I again receive a closing bracket, so I'll pop this guy and I'll pop this guy, and I'll add plus here, and then I receive an operation, so I'll add the operation and opening bracket, so I'll add opening bracket here, then I receive a character c, then I receive this opening bracket, the plus sign, and then I receive this character d, and then I receive closing bracket. So the moment I receive closing bracket, I pop this operation and this bracket also. So brackets are basically delimiters for me, so I keep on popping till I receive an opening bracket, which is the matching to the current closing bracket that is received. Now I received this second last closing bracket, so this was okay, so this is the operation that is there at the top of the top of the stack. So I pop this, I write it here, and then I go down, and pop the matching opening bracket, and then I receive the last bit of the closing bracket. So this is now the top of this place is now the top of our stack. So I pop this, I append it into the string, and then I go down, and pop the matching opening bracket, and then my input ends. So this should be the output of the example. So let's quickly check. So this 80 plus 80 plus BAC plus BAC plus CD plus this power sign followed by multiplication sign. So our even this is working fine. So let us go quickly and try to implement the solution to this problem. Okay, fine. So let let me first save this file to video spodge. The question is ONP, so I'll make a folder ONP here, create, and we'll be solving this question in C++. So I'll create a CPP file. Okay. Let's see now. So normal imports here at the top. I use stream and then using namespace std, and we create a main function. Yeah. So now we have to read the input. So let's see how the question says how to read the input. So first line is the number of test cases followed by those many test cases. Okay, so we'll take this variable int and we'll quickly check if, yeah, so the number of expressions are less than or equal to 100, which means int will work for us. So number of test cases, and while number of test cases minus minus, which is till with till our test cases exist, we'll keep on taking the input. So input line, and then we quickly take this input line, and we'll also have this output line with us, in which we'll print the output, and I'll quickly write it here. So output line slash n, and yeah, let's see. So for character C in input line, okay, so we need a stack. So I'll quickly import stack here, and we'll create a variable for the stack. So yeah, and this variable is for character. So let's call this operation stack. Yeah. So uh, for character C, yes. So if C equals to the opening bracket, or C equals to plus, or C equals to minus, I'll copy this, or C equals to this sign, or C equals to multiplication, and we will also let C, yeah, so C can also be a divide sign. So if this is what C is, we push it into the stack. So operation stack dot push uh, character C, and then we continue through the loop. So we don't need to do anything further. If C equals to this closing bracket, we while, okay, so output line. Now here we need to pop elements from the stack, from operation stack, until we get a matching opening bracket. So let me take this character popped element. So, and this is how we pop. So while, okay, so I'll write this thing. Operation stack dot is empty. I'll say while operation stack dot is empty. So till we reach empty, just keep popping. Okay, a popped element is equals to operation stack dot top, actually pop, and if popped element equals to this opening bracket, which means we have got a matching bracket. So we need to break here. We have gotten a matching bracket, matching opening bracket. So, okay, so let's see. This is where we break. Else, uh, in this output line, we keep appending the element. Yeah, and finally, and again we can have either we can have this else if statement to get rid of this continue, and finally we'll have only one condition wherein we have those characters that we need to append to output line. So if we append it to output line, the character C, this should give us uh, the desired output. I'll quickly go and build this file to see for any compile errors. This is not looking all okay. Let me see what is the issue here. So is empty is not a function first. Let me see. So empty is the function and pop is fine. So this is how you get the element and then you say to pop. So yeah, let me now build this. Okay, it says, so there is this warning actually. So this is looking fine. We'll go ahead with the warning. Okay, and I'll now run this in the terminal. So we go to documents, video, and ONP ls cd spot ls ONP ls. So we have this ONP output file already present. So I'll run it ONP dot slash ONP. I'll give it some input. So it wasn't ready to take the input. So, and the reason is we have not written how many inputs are there. So see in number of test cases, and now this should be fine. I'll build the file. So I'll actually build the file here. So g++ onp.cpp. Yeah, this is fine. So dot slash a dot out, number of inputs are 3, and let's see. So I'll bring it here. Yeah, so the first expression is this. Let's see if it works or not. So there is a problem with our expression. So, and the problem is that if we are receiving this closing, so it says ABC, and instead of adding those characters, we added instead of adding those operations, we added these closing brackets. So let us see. Okay, and there is one more small thing that I'll do in this code, which is I'll take these inputs from a file actually. So a stream and f reopen, so that I don't have to go to this terminal again and again. So input.text comma read and stdin, that's it. I'll create a new input.txt file in the same directory as my program, and I'll write these inputs. Okay, so just to see if everything is working fine, I'll run this program, and this is the output we get, and this is the warning which we are getting, and we'll just quickly ignore that warning for the time being. Okay, so let's see what's happening with our problem, with our code. So we say that, okay, so these elements were pushed into the stack, and when we received this when we received this closing bracket, we say that while operation stack is not empty, you pop the element. If popped element is opening bracket, you break. Otherwise, you add this popped element to the output line. Okay, so this was the mistake, and let us see. So this is now looking fine. ABC star plus. So this was ABC star plus. AB plus. I'll copy this actually. So that we can see. So AB plus ZX plus star, and then AT BAC plus CD plus the power sign followed by this multiplication sign. So yeah, this is looking absolutely fine now. So there was this little mistake wherein we should have appended popped element instead of appending the character, the original character that we were getting. Okay, so this is looking fine. Let me just quickly go ahead and submit this. So I will also comment out this line. So let's see, I'll submit this question. Uh, C++, let me select this here. Yeah, submit, and we'll see the solution. Okay, so there is a compilation error which is happening. Let's IDE run it and see what's the compilation error. Or if I can select the uh, clang 4.0. Let me just check if this works here or not. Okay, so there is a compilation error. I'll quickly compile and see what is the problem with this code. A function definition is not allowed int main. Okay, so it says in function int main, a function definition is not allowed here before colon token. So this is line number 23. Okay, let me check this. How to parse a line character by character in C++, and let me just see this quickly. Parse the string, I would say, so that will start making more sense. Yeah, so this is okay. This is what we tried to do in our question. So this didn't work. Let me see. Yeah, let us just use this loop here, and let's see if that is okay or not. So I'll edit it here, and okay, so this is what we need to change. Unsigned int and input line dot this here, and then we take these characters to be infix I. Yeah, so this character C will be input line of I, and then we put a semicolon, ID one it, and let me just see if everything is fine or not. There's something which is not right. Expected this at the end. Okay, so this is incorrect. Yeah, so this is fine now, I would say. I'll give it few inputs to see if everything is fine or not. Yeah, and ID one it. So this is fine. Let me submit this solution onto Sposh to see how it actually behaves. And okay, so there is this compilation error again, and yeah, let me see it now. Okay, so this solution is accepted now. I am sorry for the hiccups that we had in the implementation part. It happened because we were using this notification, this way of reading the characters from the input line, and actually the compiler was also giving me warning here, but I assume we won't get a compilation error on Spot. So I hope you would have got the idea behind solving this question of reverse Polish notification notation. Okay, and yeah, so That's it for the video. If you like this solution, please like the video, please share it and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.